I saw the other night at Delmar Hall. It's the Yes tribute band that's made up of local guys here.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that review in the 8 o'clock hour this morning. But here's another tribute. And if you've been around as long as I have,
yeah,
you really had only interest in the original artist because, well, that's what you grew up with.
Sure.
So when tribute bands started coming out, I was like,
you've already seen the real thing.
Yeah, not all that interested. But, as I've said many times on the air here, we know where this is all headed.
Yeah.
And I don't care who the artist is anymore. For instance, Atlanta Rhythm Section's coming to Wiley Theater.
Right.
Who else is doing Atlanta Rhythm Section music? But the Atlanta Rhythm Section ARS tribute group.
Yeah.
Who else is doing Yes? Well, John Anderson's still around, I should say.
Yeah, ARW is still going on.
Right. They're still... And Yes itself is still going around without John Anderson. So
but touring, few and far between.
Yeah. So they got two things going on there, but so that would be a good example. That's where it's all headed. So if you'd like these tickets, give us a call to see the Allman Anthology, January 26th.
Big brother.
Recap.
That's right.
Things we did over this weekend. We'll put photos and stuff up on the blog for you to see if you want to. Take a look. Friday night, I went to see Yessongs, the Yes tribute band with Joe Mason after having some homemade stew at Joe's apartment with his son, Joey.
Isn't that nice?
Joe batched up a nice pot of stew, man. It was good. I was shocked.
Bro stew.
When he said, come over and have stew before we go, I went, oh.
Wow. Because stew can be terrible or awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very good. I wanted the recipe. He hasn't sent it yet. Saturday, I took my daughter Abigail to the airport for a little vacation. She's in Breckenridge, Colorado.
Look
skiing.
at her. So you're going to be worried for... When does she get back? How?
Thursday.
Okay, so we're going to be worried till Thursday.
Right. Please, no broken legs while skiing. Please. Watched football most of the day after that. Played some bets with my friend Mark Emo. We bet $25 a game between just the two of us. So I don't think that's illegal.
No.
You can bet a friend on a game, can't you? Talk about it on the radio.
Sure.
And he won the first game. We tied in the second game, had a push. And then yesterday, bet him $25 again, and he won both of those.
Wow.
So I owe him $75 freaking already. We do this in the playoffs every year. It's fun. It's fun.
It doesn't sound very fun for you.
Not at this point. Then went to dinner with Ruth and Sophia after we took Sophia shopping for some shoes because she needed black shoes for her new job.
What is
She's
she?
working at a local restaurant, and she's a hostess.
Oh, cute.
Yes, and her first day was yesterday, and she worked from 4 until 9, and she came home, and first words out of her mouth,
I hate this. No. You know what the cool thing about being a hostess is? You get to dive into the bucket of tips with the servers. So hopefully she has good servers that are her coworkers.
And those were the first words out of her mouth, yes.
I hate this. I want you guys to pay for everything for me from now on. I'm going to be 30 years old living at home. Thank you.
So we wish her the best. Let's see. Then Sunday, of course, I had the classic show. Watched more football. As I said, lost 2 more bets. And I ran a 5K in the afternoon yesterday, 27 minutes flat. Slightly slower for me, but I was on the...
Somebody on Twitter called me Dr. Crotch, so happy Monday, everybody.
So that was my weekend. What about yours?
Well, Friday...
The Globe Awards. What is it?
The Golden Globes.
Golden Globes.
They won for Best Drama, and then Rami Malek, who played Freddie Mercury, took home Best Actor.
Pretty impressive.
It is.
And I was looking at Rami Malek, and they didn't have to overbuck, because one of our criticisms of the movie, and there weren't many, one of them was that they had him overbucked.
Yeah.
His teeth were too bucked in the movie to representing Freddie Mercury. Then I saw him last night, and I'm like, they didn't have to overbuck it too much, because his teeth kind of already stick out, don't they? Or they just have his...
Maybe...
Well, Friday night, I went to see the Yes tribute band, Yessongs.
Yeah.
My expectations were, I'd say, mediocre. If you're a lover of the music of Yes, as I am, you know how intricate the music is.
Right.
It's going to be hard to do, It's going to be hard to do. Now, Pink Floyd's music is pretty intricate, and Belmont Stereo, they pull that off.
Right.
So I said, well, let's go. Lauren?
What?
The lead singer for Yessongs, if you closed your eyes, you'd have thought John Anderson was on that stage. I am not kidding.
Really?
Yes.
And that's a hard voice to replicate.
I know. I gotta admit, I was surprised. Paul Blecka is his name.
Paul Blecka, he's from St. Louis.
Yes. Put my picture with Paul up on the the blog. Steve Howe's guitars, very important. One of the great guitarists ever in music. Underrated, I think, in the eyes of some. Fantastic. The guitarist was pulling it off. They even had the steel guitar. Some guy named Bill was playing this steel guitar. Corey was the main guitarist in the band. Very good. You had the late Chris Squire on the bass. Spectacular bass player. This guy pulled it off.
That's awesome.
And now you got Rick Wakeman. How are you going to pull that off? The keyboards and the flowing robes and everything.
Right. Did they have a robe?
Very good. No, he didn't have a robe. He was dressed in an astronaut suit. I don't
Oh,
get
that
that.
counts. That's awesome.
But as I said, the music was so complicated to do, and they bit off a huge chunk of the catalog too. I mean, they didn't just play the easy ones from the 80s and 90s.
Right.
Yours Is No Disgrace, America, Siberian Katru, Tempest Fugit, Roundabout. I mean, I get chills down my spine when they did Long Distance Runaround and Heart of the Sunrise. The vocals are just soaring. I mean, you would not have believed that this young man was able to pull off John Anderson the way he was. And that's most of it.
Did you talk to them about how? Like what? Where did this come from?
Yes, I spoke with Paul after the show. He says they practiced like 4 times in the last year.
Oh, my God.
That was stunning to me.
Right, that's not a lot.
No. Craig Reno was the guitar player. And he sang the Trevor Rabin parts, and he was great at that, too. I mean, it was very impressive. You expect some errors here and there, and there were a few here and there, that you might pick up on, but I just was really impressed. There might be one other tribute band in the United States that does Yes music. Paul was telling me there's one in Japan, one maybe in Australia. I said, well, man, you guys ought to make something of this. Keep improving and keep developing the show. And I think their stage situation can get a lot better. They're just guys up there playing the music, which was great in its own right. But, we need the flowing robes, and the John Anderson outfits and things like that. Lasers would help maybe, just some small cheap lasers. I know, they might be expensive. Something to kind of add to it to make it even a little better. But man, I'd have to give it at least 4 out of 5.
Wow.
Maybe, start inching up towards 4.5 out of 5 because it was really enjoyable. I couldn't leave. I could not leave. I wanted to hear it to the very end, and I'm glad I stayed to the very end.
Did you get there for the King Crimson tribute?
Yes, got a little bit of that.
Thrack USA?
Thrack, yeah. I would say, 21st Century Schizoid Man was one song that I knew. The other songs I didn't really know, but that doesn't mean they weren't good. 21st Century Schizoid Man was pretty good, but I really didn't see enough of them to really give an honest opinion on it. But next time you see Yessongs somewhere in St. Louis, go.
All right. Hey, we have Eric Johnson tickets, by the way.
Yeah.